Hi, hello and welcome back to the channel to discuss all things aviation. This is Angelo Dube, aka the Flying Jurist, welcoming you back to yet another episode of the Flying Jurist channel. We went to attend the Flying Day AFB Swartkop in Centurion, and we caught up with Willem and Chris, who told us more about the Harvard T6 aircraft. It is said to be the hardest aircraft to fly in the entire world. So this should be an exciting episode, giving us a rundown on what the aircraft can do and what the requirements are for the pilot to actually fly this particular aircraft. Yes. So, I'd like to go first.
Yeah, my name is Willem van Rensburg, and I'm a South African citizen. I think I'm really proud to say that. And I finished school in Namibia, and I'm here since I joined the Air Force in 1968. But I'm not in the Air Force anymore. I'm a private citizen working for myself.
Excellent. Thank you.
My name is Chris. I am the PRO, Public Relations Officer for the Harvard Club, and the Communications Officer for the Harvard Club of South Africa.
500 of them in South Africa today. And as they phase them out and then the other aircraft came in,
Okay.
then we had a big fight with the Air Force. At that point in time, a friend of mine, he's also not there. He went to the chief of the Air Force and said, "Hey, I just want 2 of this aircraft to keep them running." So he says, "Okay, we'll make a plan." And
One is still running.
So later on, he phoned him up and he says, "Okay, how sounds 10 of them for you?"
So even better. Convinced. Oh, nice.
And so that's how the Harvard Club of South Africa. Okay, technical data. It weighs in the vicinity of 3.5 to 4 ton. Depends on how much the fuel is in here. It's about 300 liters of fuel in each tank on each wing. It gives you about an ultimate cruise speed of about 180 knots around about there. About 4 hours endurance. So if you take off from here to Durban, you will just make it if you adjust your fuel mixer, because in this engine you can adjust the fuel mixture, and you must go very lean and watch your temperature, because the leaner you go, the higher the temperature goes on that engine. And and that takes you 4 hours endurance.
Okay.
So we will just make it from here to Durban, and then it is finished.
So how old is this particular one?
This one came to South Africa in 1942, November 1942. So it's just over 80 years that it's been in the country.
Yeah.
They were used during World War II as trainers in South Africa as well. Trained some of our pilots, and since then they were used for, I think, 50 years. Every single Air Force pilot was trained on one of these.
That's the engine here is a 9-cylinder radial engine. It's 1340 cc per piston, 1,340 cubic centimeters per piston. It guzzles fuel in the vicinity of about 80 liters an hour, maybe more. It depends from the pilot, because the pilot can basically manipulate the mixture that goes into the carburetor. And that is a radial engine. All the pistons sits in one line around there, and we do it a 20-minute shorty flight here. We are not allowed to do aerobatics here in built-up areas, so we went out to Roslek on the other side of the Magalies Mountains.
It's general flying.
Yeah. And then we get clearance from Wonderboom to use their general flying area over there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then they know there's an aircraft busy with aerobatics. You can't look out all the time for other aircraft. So they warn the aircraft, stay away from that area. We've got an hour, they're doing aerobatics. And then we go out there. We need to do all what we do with the passengers, climb out to 7,000 feet, HCL. And then you've got enough time to dive down for the loop. Because otherwise, if you don't have about 160 knots, you will not go over the top.
Top of your loop, huh?
Then you would stall over there. So you have 160 knots, you go pull up, and then you go right over. And then as soon as the nose goes down, then the speed comes automatically back. So,
And I was talking to one DFE, Francois, I don't know, no Dave.
Francois over there from the museum.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was talking about the stall characteristics of the airplane.
It's
Something unique about it.
Yes.
I can't quite remember. Could you tell us a little bit about
it is due to the pitch angle of the wing that makes it is stall the wing. One wing stall, not all of them stall the same way.
Okay.
It stalls, and then the other one is still fly, and then it dips over. And if you're not careful enough, you have it.
So it spins quite easy.
It spins. It goes into a spin.
Yeah.
Obviously, you must bring the speed down.
Yeah.
The lower the speed, the lower is the lift of each wing. But the wing is not the same as the other one. It differs from each aircraft to each aircraft. And then the one wing stall, and then it don't fly anymore, but the other one is still flying, and that's why it goes into a spin.
Look over here.
Yeah.
Guns were fitted here. Then this was used for the ammo case, and the earlier ones actually had the guns up on the nose.
Shoots through the propeller.
Yeah.
See the little mark over there?
Yeah.
It's synchronized. It's synchronized with the engine. It goes through you can shoot through the propeller without doing any damage.
All right.
Hopefully nothing goes wrong.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't miss a click and then that's it, force landed. Do you still train guys on these?
Say again.
Do you still train new pilots on these particular?
Not new ones. Not on this aircraft anymore. It's far too valuable.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do train people, but then he must have a certain amount of experience first of all in a tail dragger. Not a normal tricycle thing with the nose thing like that.
Yeah.
There must be a tail dragger experience, and hopefully better. The heavier the thing is, the better.
I think
all the other tail draggers are aerodynamic designed properly, and this one is not. That is the difference.
I think at the moment we require 500 hours in total, and 50 of them must be on a tail dragger.
Okay. Right. And that, so it's a specific type rating that you
Yes. We do the training for the rating by us as well, by the Harbour Club.
Okay. Yes. Is that done here or is that done?
No, done here.
Yes, we do it there as well.
Okay. And for those who are interested, generally how much would that cost, and then how long would that take? Roughly.
Look, your normal PPL these days costs you 50 hours, 40 hours.
Yeah, about 110.
150.
Yeah.
40 hours before you qualify to get your license on a light aircraft. But then you still know nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
And with this one, the Air Force gave the pilots their wings at 200 hours training. Yeah.
But I think
But
we.
in this armament, everything is inclusive.
I speak on the correction, but I think the conversion for this by us is around about 70,000.
Yeah, more or less 70,000.
More or
It depends on the pilot, but comes there. What is his background? What type of aircraft he has flown? tail dragger specifically, don't come here and says, no, I haven't thrown a tail dragger before I want to do a conversion here. We will not give them a conversion. As easy as that.
Is there a minimum amount of hours that they need to do?
They must have about 200 hours.
In terms of when you convert to the hour?
It depends from pilot to pilot. If you
it depends on your proficiency.
So it's on a case-by-case basis.
Yes.
The instructor can very quickly, when he sits at the back,
Yeah.
can pick up if this pilot is he ripe to do this training, or he's not, or he's a danger. Normally they tell them very fast, listen, you must carry on with that, you're wasting your money.
Yeah.
Really. Because this is, it's not built 100% aerodynamic. That is what making him a different kettle of fish.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.